successful outing in game one has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take game two on their home court.
History tells us when you can win the first two games of the series, it's not 100% certain, but you give yourself a pretty decisive edge in the series.
Yeah, they'll take control with the win here, no doubt about that. So if you're the road team, it's even more critical to get this first one to survive in the series. Lose two in a row, and they'll go home with their backs clearly against the wall.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Monty Eunice out there with Jefferson. Then it's Lee. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3 slot. Now here's Walker following the miss by Freak. Charlotte no good that time either. Pass to Porzingis. Dishes it to Anthony. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, when Byron Scott and I had a chance to catch up a few minutes ago, I asked him how his team's mindset was after that opening loss. He told me, we're not down. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first two on the road. So we're still in a position to accomplish what we set out for. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Here's Lee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Lee's got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And here's Walker. Following the three-pointer by Freak. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his first basket.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Got a piece of it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Freak. Jefferson with the rebound.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing.
Here's Freak. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Freak's got his third bucket of the night.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Fire. Shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
No good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the strike clearly had an impact on that game.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket.
Let's go! And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close up on the big-time play. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. On the days when he gets going, he can be a huge contributor, and coach is obviously hoping this is going to be one of those days. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot. No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Batum attacking.
That's his first personal foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here's Freak. Bounces. High off the rim and drops. Freak's got 15 points.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Freak. He's up to 15 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And Sanders kicks to Freak. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. New York on D. 13-point lead. Lee goes in. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Lee's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Porzingis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Porzingis, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Aaron Aflalo, he shows up in that same conversation.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Sanders. Takes the 13-footer, and the Knicks good for 2.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Hornets trail by 15. And stolen by Freak. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Oh!
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shots good by Walker.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
A 3 ball, and he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Freak. Freak's got 22 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Lin. From deep, Walker. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And stolen by Freak. And the shot is good. 24 points for him.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Gerald Henderson is checked in for Aflalo. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Al Jefferson. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Lopez. Takes it off the glass.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
To end the run, here's Hawes. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Walker the pass to Kaminsky. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
To the inside, Porzingis, and it's good. Porzingis has got 6.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Tipped away and stolen by Freak. Here's Anthony. Finished off the break. He's got 8.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
That's good.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And that's going to be a treble. A different look for New York. Williams comes in for Porzingis, and it's Solomon Hill in for Anthony. Hooked away and stolen by Freak. Lets a floater go. That's good. Freak's got 30.
But that basket, that's now 8 of the last 10 points they've surrendered coming on fast breaks.
And they just look asleep out there in terms of transition, not showing nearly enough urgency in getting back. That's 10 straight points now, all on fast breaks. They are running wild out here.
Yeah, they just haven't allowed the defense time to set up. As soon as they get it, they're running with it.
Henderson, no one around him. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And it's been run for them here, and they're looking great in transition.
Really looking good. 5 straight fast break buckets, Greg, and until somebody slows them down, they're going to keep doing it.
The shot misses. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. New York ahead, opening up a huge gap. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out on.
Play free. Just.
You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba, who needs to shoot better than 38% for the Hornets to go anywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, what might be better than continuing to play the same game you've been playing forever is to take your game to a new level. And that's going to take some discipline. I think Kemba has more than enough talent to be able to do that, but that's his challenge moving forward.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Monteunitas out there with Batum. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then it's Lee, and it's Billar in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets had a huge game. He ended with an amazing number of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it, you can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And again, New York running the court in transition. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. The Hornets also with the sub. Jefferson's checked in. Hornets on defense now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.